Lakers forever. Good win last night. The Lakers were. Mm, I think they started the first quarter great. The second and the second quarter it was tied. They both scored the same amount of points, but the Lakers had a great first quarter. So the Lakers were up at the half. The third quarter belonged to the Grizzlies. Um, let's see here. Yeah, so the third quarter belonged to the Grizzlies. And then the fourth quarter, the Lakers won by a little bit, so that they were able to get this. It was a close game, but Lakers were able to pull it off, 134-127 in Memphis. Now Memphis did fire their coach the day before, I believe, so maybe they had a little bit to do with it. Like maybe they just were like not in unison or like felt like what's going on, disconnected, like what's going on. But I mean, whatever happened, I think maybe it probably benefited the Lakers. So LeBron James, 25 points. Um, Rui Hachimura, 13 points. Doncic, 29 points. Austin Reeves, 31 points. Dorian Finney-Smith, 11 points, and Gabe Vincent, 15 points. Six players in double figures. I mean, so you see the difference. The past two losses, only four players in double figures. So last night, six players in double figures. Like it makes a difference when you're moving the ball. You know what I mean? The other team has to guard. It has to guard everybody. It just makes it more difficult for the other team to guard you when the ball's moving, and instead of just ISO, give it to Luca, dribble, dribble, step back. Like that's. So six players in double figures for the Lakers last night. That's good. Let's go ahead and see the ooh wee yay. I think six players in double figures for the Memphis Grizzlies too. Jaren Jackson with 24, Jalen Wells with 11, Zach Edey with 14, Desmond Bain with 29, John Morant with 22, and Scottie Pippen Jr. with 16 points. Shout out Scottie Pippen Jr. He was a Laker for a little bit. I think he played in the South Bay Lakers for a little bit, but we just didn't have any room for him. But he's a great defensive player. He's just a little bit undersized. I think like 6 feet, 6'1". So that's a little bit undersized for our liking in the league of wings. We just couldn't. But yeah, he had a game yesterday. So um, okay, so that was the last game between the Grizzlies and the Lakers for this season. The Grizzlies lose the season series 3-1. So in any case that they're tied at the end of the season, that they have the same record, the Lakers would have the tiebreaker in that sense because the Lakers won the season series 3-1. Um, let's see. The only team the only time the Grizzlies beat the Lakers was early in the season, November 6th, 2024. That's the only time the Lakers beat the Memphis Grizzlies beat the Lakers 131 to 114 in Memphis. That was the first meeting they ever played this season. The Grizzlies won. After that, the Lakers um, have dominated. Let's see. But for so great win. I'm just glad it didn't go to like. I mean, it was still pretty close in the fourth, but the Lakers always had a 5 to 7 point cushion, which compared to the Bulls game, that's probably not very safe. It doesn't make you feel safe, right? 5, 7 points. If they have 5 point lead in 12 seconds, what is a 7 point lead with 3 minutes, right? But I think against the Bulls, that was just an incredible game. I mean, against the Bulls, like everything had to go perfect for the Bulls to win that game, and everything did go perfect. It's like they were down 5, 12 seconds left. I'm sure the Bulls fans were like, "Oh, let's get a three," and they got a three. And then they were like, "Oh, let's get a steal," and they got a steal. "Oh, let's get another three," and they got another three. "Oh, have let Josh Giddey make this half court 3 pointer for the win," and that night the Bulls fans got everything they wanted, like every wish they wanted, they got, and then the Bulls won that game. So for the most part, if you're up 5 points and 12 seconds left, you should win that game. That was against the Bulls. That was just a once in a decade games or something like that. I don't think it has happened in a while, but let's see. So the Lakers' next game is against The Houston Rockets, the number 2 seed in the NBA, and that is gonna be fun. Who do they have? Leading scorer Jalen Green, 21 points a game. Fred Van Vliet, 5 assists a game. Alperen Sengun, 10 rebounds a game. So it's gonna be fun. That one's gonna be fun. You know what I mean? They're very young, very athletic, just like OKC, just like Detroit, the Bulls. The the teams that give the Lakers trouble are those kinds of teams, young teams, athletic teams. Against the Warriors, against the Grizzlies, against the older teams, they're doing great. Like, you know what I mean? Against Denver, they this season they're doing great. Against the Clippers this season, they're doing great. Against veteran teams, they're doing great. But against the young teams, Cleveland, of course, they're just not. And I think that just has to do with the regular season. That's just the regular season game. In the playoffs, they're gonna be fine. I think in the playoffs is a different game. Veteran teams are gonna be the game slows down, the defense gets tighter. So in the playoffs, veteran teams, um, I think will prevail. But let's review this game tomorrow. So they've only played one time this season, January 5th, and the Rockets won 119 to 115. Now I don't know the intricacies of that game. I don't know who played, who didn't play, but the Rockets won by 4 in Houston. So they play Monday. They play tomorrow against Houston in LA, and then they finish off playing in LA again, April 11th. Lakers versus Houston in LA. So they're only playing three games this season. So yeah, the Rockets are the best rebounding team. They're the best rebounding team. Let me see what else they're good at. I mean, yeah, rebounds. I mean, I would say rebounds, steals. They're 10th in steals. Everything else, they're not very. I mean, in free throw percentage, they're 30th. They're last in free throw percentage. And block shots, they're 13th, middle of the pack. Not bad. 3-point percentage, they're 23rd. The Lakers are 16th. So the Lakers are a better 3-point team. Uh, the the Rockets are 23rd. So the Lakers are a better 3-point shooting team according to. And now they're even better. Remember, these stats are taken into account the first half of the season without Luka Doncic. So you kind of gotta like take it with a grain of salt because a lot of things have changed. Obviously, Doncic makes you a better 3-point shooting team, but also maybe your defense suffers a little bit. Maybe your block shots suffer. You don't have Anthony Davis, or your block shots suffer a little bit. What else could suffer? Maybe your field goal percentage inside, of course. But rebounds, the Rockets are the number one team. It says on here. Assists, the Lakers are better. The Rockets are like 29th. So I guess they don't really. I don't know. They just get their buckets off of rebounding or putbacks or ISO or fast break or something, but it looks like they don't really have a playmaker. Um, Points per game, Lakers are 18th and the Rockets are 13th. So they are a better offensive team, but which I don't think that's true anymore. We got Luka. Like, these stats are for the whole season. They're getting all the numbers up to this point from the whole season. So Luka makes you better offensively. So I think these numbers are a little deceiving, but as it pertains to the Lakers. I'm sure the Rockets have had their team, so the numbers do fit the Rockets because they've had the same team all season. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see tomorrow. Hopefully the Lakers get a win. Hopefully they keep afloat in the Western Conference because it's really tight. Let's take a look at the standings. So Oklahoma first, Houston, Denver, uh, Lakers, Memphis, Clippers. No, and then playing is Golden State, Minnesota, Dallas, and Sacramento. But Phoenix is right there. Phoenix is only one game behind Sacramento for the 10th spot for the play-in. Um, the Lakers at 29 losses. The Golden State has 31. So the Lakers are only 2 games ahead of Golden State for the play-in. You don't. That's tight. That's tight. You need to keep up. You need to keep winning, and it's gonna be tough versus Houston. It's definitely gonna be tough. So they have a game tomorrow, and it's gonna be a good one. Hopefully the Lakers can pull it off. I think they have what it takes. I think Rui's back. LeBron had a great game last night, and I think they have what it takes to stay above, to stay away from the play-in tournament. I mean, I think that's the goal, and obviously, hopefully, get the top one of the top three seeds, at least home court in the first round would be great. But I mean, if you get the second seed, hopefully for home court in the first two rounds, it doesn't seem far fetched. But the Rockets have 26 losses. That's 3 games behind the Rockets. It's gonna be tough, man. I don't think they're gonna get the second seed, but hopefully they get the third and at least get home court in the first round. But we gonna see. Lakers forever.